So last time we discussed about Zettlekasten. We discussed about introduction of Zettlekasten. So as you already know, that this is the anatomy of Zettlekasten. By the way, in this particular topic, we are going to study about a very different thing that's very important for individual Zettles, and that is the difference between good and bad tasks. So when you create a new Zettel is an atomic piece of Zettlekasten. It's the minimum undividable thought that you create on a paper slip or a particular piece of software. It's a single thought. So how do you differentiate a single thought? It has a unique identifier, generally a timestamp. For a digital Zettlekasten, its body, and next is footer and references. It might consist of your own language as well, that how this particular thing that you have read somewhere in your own words is related to this references, and where can you read more about it. So basically this is an anatomy of Zettel, and now we need to understand more about that, how to write tags here. You can see here, this is a practical example. This is a unique identifier, and these are the tags: expertise and innovation. Being good at something is not enough to be an innovator. So this particular thing should be related to only one piece of thought. This thought should be atomic unit of what you are actually thinking. It should not contain more than one piece of thoughts. You can simply see it here as well. This is one and the same thing. So now let's see that how to use this tagging. What are good and bad tags? So there are two different type of tags. One is tags for topics, and another is tag for objects. Then how you differentiate between these two things? So for example, if you write a topic about insulin sensitivity and carbohydrate intake, it should be connected to topic diet, because we are particularly talking about the topic diet, and when you talk about the diet, there you have to include somehow insulin sensitivity and carbohydrate intake, and which is also labeled as diet. But when you search for diet, you are not relating this insulin sensitivity to it particularly, because you might be searching for what to eat for a particular period of time, what to eat at night, for example. Then it's not connected to insulin sensitivity, but you will be ending up with lots and lots of piles of thoughts that are just in front of you, and that will create a complex system for you. So the author says that it should not be topic based, because this is a particular topic, diet, which might contain insulin sensitivity. Rather than your thought must be connected to objects. Here in this post they haven't taught anything about objects, but as I browsed through the comments, I was able to find this difference. As they said that tags can be insulin sensitivity and metabolic flexibility and glucose metabolism. If you search these particular tags, you will be able to browse that particular thought rather than just diet. So why do we call them objects and not topics? So basically, the difference between an object and topic is listed here. That consider a topic as an umbrella. So this is the topic diet, and it have multiple topics inside it, right? There can be multiple topics inside it, but you have to create a Zettel in such a way that whenever you look backward, you will be able to search that particular information. And how will you be able to do that? You will be able to do that if you search by what you actually mean in real world. Diet is nothing in real world. There can be, it can be a meal plan, a night meal plan, a day meal plan, bodybuilding meal plan, or particularly carbohydrate intake, insulin, metabolism, whatever it can be. But it should be somewhat that you will be able to search in future as well. So this is a topic, and it might have umbrella topics under it as well, more topics inside the topic. So always use topics for tagging instead of objects for tagging instead of topics. And just to make it clear, don't use 2 or 3 tags that exceeding 2 or 3 tags. 2 or 3 tags are more than enough for a thought. If you're using more than 2 tags or 3 tags for a particular topic, then it's not a single thought. There might be lots of thoughts in one thought. So that isn't an atomic zettel that we just discussed about. It cannot be an atomic piece, because the body and content should contain only a single piece of introduction. Thank you.